Hey guys, what's up? Justine here. If you guys are new to my channel, my name is Justine. I'm a nurse. I actually just finished my bachelor's and I've been working in the hospital for 3 years now in a medical unit, so I have quite a bit of experience working. And yeah, so in these videos I like to talk about my experience as a nurse, as a nursing student, all that stuff. So today we're going to be talking about a topic that I haven't covered on my channel before, and the idea actually came to me today. I want to share with you guys how to approach choosing where you want to work after you graduate. So after you graduate, you might be a bit confused. Where do you want to work? You've had all these experiences in clinical, all these things interest you, but you don't really know where to choose to work, basically. So in this video, I'm going to be giving you guys a little bit of like tips and tricks and just like talking about my experience and how I chose where I wanted to work and things like that. So I have like 3 or 4 things written down on my phone. I'm just going to go through them and just basically talk to you guys about this subject. So the first thing you want to do when you're looking for a job, and the first thing that actually you should start looking for a job before you even graduate. You should start applying. You should look at areas where you want to work and do that before you graduate, because once you graduate, you're going to want to start working quite soon after, like within a month or 2, I'd say, and sometimes it can take a month to find a job. So definitely start looking before you even graduate. And another thing to do is to look at your past clinical experiences and see what you enjoyed. So personally for me, I always thought that I wanted to work in peds. I love kids. I love being around kids. I've been babysitting since I was like 12 years old, even before that. And I always thought I wanted to work in peds. And then I did my peds internship and I actually really did not enjoy it. I don't know, there's something about, it's not even that the fact that the kids are sick, it's just the fact that the parents are like also your patient, and how I can just imagine like how stressed they are, and that just makes me like so stressed. Like, what if I make a mistake? Like, what if the kid doesn't like me and then I can't, because kids are very particular and a lot more than adults, and if they don't like you, or if you need like tips and tricks to get them to cooperate with you, and what if I'm not good at that? And so that just like really scared me, and I was like, no, I can't do peds. Like babies, sure, but like peds, like as much as I love kids, I don't think I can take care of them as a nurse. So that's definitely something. Look at your past clinical experiences. Look at what you really enjoyed, a domain that you're like, hey, this is interesting, I like this. And then this is not something that's offered everywhere, but oftentimes you'll get to pick where you want to do, like, and then again, not all schools do this, but most schools will do like your final internship. Like mine was the whole winter semester of my last year, and I got to pick, like we had 5 choices and we got to pick where, like we were assigned, I think we were assigned a hospital, or we got to pick a hospital or something. I think we were assigned a hospital, and then we got to pick like which units we want to do our internship on or something like that. And so I picked medicine as my first choice, and that's the unit I'm actually working on now. So if you know that something interests you, like if you're interested in like oncology or surgery or ICU or something, because you've had a good experience with that in the past, or something that you really want to try, then ask to do that as your last internship, and then that way you can get the most experience. And honestly, I want to say like 80% of the time they will hire you. If they're looking for nurses and you did a good job, they know you, you know the unit, it's so much easier to hire someone that's had an internship there for a long period of time than to hire someone like brand new. And then also the head nurse will know you, because the nurses will have given feedback about you, and so they know that you're good, they know you're going to do a good job, they trust you, and then they're just so much more likely to hire you. So like from my class, we were 5 on the unit, 2 of us got hired. The next year from the same like my school, but like the year after me, 3 of them got hired, and then this year, or last year, another 2, and then this year. So anyway, every year my unit hires students that did their internship on my floor, because they know them and they trust them and they know they're good. Another thing to do is to think strategically. So you might really want a job, say in this particular ICU, because you know it's great and it's like busy or whatnot, but if it's an hour drive away from you, think about when you're doing day shift, you're gonna have to leave like an hour and a half before your shift, and that might mean like 5 in the morning or something like that. Or what if you finish evening shift at midnight and you're only gonna be home at like 1 in the morning? So think strategically pick something, if possible, that's closer to your home. If possible, pick a hospital that's like walking distance, because I don't know about you guys, but for me, when there's snowstorms in the winter, if I don't have to use my car, I can just walk to work. It's a 10-minute walk and it is amazing. So if that's something that's possible for you, definitely take that into consideration when you're trying to choose where you want to work. Obviously, if you have like 3 or 4 offers from different units, different jobs, if one's offering you a better amount of hours, that's also something to take into consideration. If one's offering you 3 days a week, one's offering you 4 days a week, and you really need to work more, then you're going to want to take into consideration the number of hours that they're offering you. And then say if one is only a night position, one's a rotation, day, evening, night, that's also something to consider. So always consider the amount of hours they're giving you, what the position is, like the shift it is, and then like obviously how far it is from you and how manageable it is for you to like get there without having to spend 2 hours commuting. Another thing that's important is don't follow your friends. Like say your friends are looking to work on a surgical floor, and don't go there just because your friend goes there. Because for me, like when I applied on, well, I applied on my floor because the head nurse knew me from my internship, and then I also applied on a surgical floor where my friend Kira worked, and I was so excited, oh my god, we're gonna work together, it's gonna be so great. But after I hadn't been accepted yet on either. Well, no, I got a job offer on the unit I'm working on, the medicine floor. And I was like, you know what? I think I really prefer working there than to work in surgery. And so I had to like, it was sad because I was like, well, we're not gonna be able to work together, but I really prefer working in that environment. I know the people and I like the flow of the unit. And so I really prefer working there. So definitely don't just follow your friends, because you might end up really unhappy and not liking the unit that you're on. One last thing is that I feel like there's always a debate on like Instagram and in the nursing world of like, can you start as a new grad in like high acuity areas like ER and ICU? I don't know what that's like, because I started on a medical floor, which is not like, they used to have like people having like MIs and like cardiac arrest and things like that, but like it's very rare as compared to like ER and ICU. Like I've seen maybe 2 cardiac arrests in 3 years, and like that I've witnessed. And I don't think I've ever had a patient have an MI in front of me. So I think for me, I'm really glad that I started on a medical unit and was able to get those 3 years of experience, because now I feel so much more confident in like time management and what to do like in acute situations and how to like manage my stress better. And that's something that I was able to learn, and that I think I'm going to be able to bring into other domains like in ER or ICU if I choose to work there. So that's personally for me. But then again, I'm sure some people have gone straight into ER and like you learn on the job and you're just amazing because you learn to deal with those things. So I don't think that you necessarily have to start on a slower pace unit. Like I'm sure it is beneficial because you get to know how you work and to get into the flow of things, but I don't think there's anything wrong. If you know that you want to work in ER and you've had an internship there and you're just like so determined to go there, go for it. Don't let people tell you that you can't just because you don't have like med-surg experience or whatever. So that was my take or outlook on choosing where you want to work. I know it's a very hard decision, but again, use your clinical experience, see what you like, see what you didn't like, and just kind of go from there. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.